kids, how are you all? I hope you are doing well. So, welcome back to your GK class, and today we will be doing a new unit, right? So, before moving to the new unit, I just want to give you a quick recap, right? So, what all we have done in the last unit, that was India, our country. Fine. We have studied about 28 states, then 9 union territories and their capitals, right? Then we have learned about the presidents of India. Okay, so with this topic I remember the homework part. So have you did you find out who was the 14th president of India? Yes, so I'll give you the answer. 14th present, that is present president of India is Ramnath Kovind. Okay, and then we have done the classical dances of India. So today we are going to study about sports roundup, right? So every child has an interest in one or the other sport, right? Someone likes to play indoor games or someone likes to play outdoor games. Fine. Someone is having interest in cricket, someone is having interest in badminton, right? So every child has its own choice. So we will be covering two topics today. First one is sporting terms and the second one is Olympic hosts. So in sporting terms means the terms which are associated with the sports, with those sports. For example, if I take cricket, bat, ball and the various terms, various rules associated with that sport, it is related to that sport's terms. Fine. For example, white ball, last wicket ball. So all these terms, they are associated with the cricket. So like this also we will be studying that what all terms we can see which are associated with those sports or games. Fine. And in the Olympic host, what we are going to study, that we will be seeing that what are Olympic games, right? What all countries are the Olympic host. The Olympic host means the host is a person who organized that activity. Fine. For that I will be teaching you later on. Before that we will be putting all the focus on the sporting terms. So here I begin. So class, we are starting with the second unit, that is sports, unit 2, sports roundup. Okay. So for that, sporting terms. The first one is your sporting terms. So first, before introducing this, I just want to give you an introduction about it. Okay. The terms which are associated with any sport is known as sporting terms, right? The terms which are associated with any sport is known as sporting terms. For example, a ball is associated with cricket. Then we can see a badminton and a shuttle, racket and a shuttle. So it is associated with the badminton, right? So it is a sporting terms. Now, see, what you have to do is you have to write the names of the sports with which these terms are associated, right? You have to write the names of the sports with which these terms are associated. So, first one, deuce. Anyone? Deuce. Anyone can tell me? No? Okay, I'll tell you. Badminton. Deuce is associated with badminton. Okay. And deuce means that when both the players, they score equal. Okay, they score equal points in the game. That means deuce. So both the teams, they need 2 consecutive points to win that game. Fine. Okay. Next, coming to leg before wicket. Leg before wicket. I think everyone knows who is having an interest in this game, in this sport related to that. Anyone? Yes, it is cricket. So those who are having the interest, so they might be knowing that what is a LBW. This term is used as LBW. So LBW means leg before wicket. LBW means that the batter, the batsman, may or may not hit the ball and he or she is struck outside the line. That is a LBW, right? Okay. Next we have pen hold. Pen hold. So what do you mean by pen hold? Anyone? It is associated with table tennis. Pen hold means that the head of the racket, okay, the head of the racket is facing down and is held the way a person holds a pen or a pencil. That is a pen hold. Fine. Next coming, kick off. Kick off is associated with which game? Kick off, it might be possible with the football, right? Yes, it is associated with the football because kick, we are kicking something, so it can be associated with football only. So what do you mean by kick off? It's a time at which a particular game starts. Okay, kick off is an activity when a particular game starts, when a football starts. So that activity, when you kick a ball, the first kick, it is a kick off. Next, drag flick. Drag flick, it's in hockey and it is a scoring technique in the hockey. Next, jump serve. Jump serve is in volleyball, right? Jump serve means that the player increases the power and height of their serve by jumping into the hit. That is jump serve. Okay, coming to the next one, that is backstroke. Backstroke, it is associated with swimming. Yes, so backstroke is one of the 4 swimming style, and this swimming style is mainly used in the competitive exams. It is mainly used in the competitive exams, and in this it is mainly that there is an advantage that the swimmer can breathe easily, but there is a disadvantage that he will not be able to see that where he is going. Okay, so he is having a big disadvantage in this. Fine. Now the last one, that is the uppercut, and mainly it is associated with boxing. Okay, so it is a punch. It is a punch used by the boxer that travels along the vertical line at the opponent's chin. At the opponent's chin. So here you can see that there are various terms which are associated with the various games. Fine. Different games like dues, badminton, LBW, leg before wicket is with cricket, pen hold with table tennis, kick off with football, drag flick with hockey, jump serve with volleyball, backstroke with swimming, and uppercut with boxing. Right. So now coming to the next part, that is read the clues and tick the correct option. You have to read the clues and you have to tick the correct option. First, in cricket, a ball that reaches the batsman without bouncing, what do we call? Full toss or googly? Anyone? Yes, it is full toss. Next, the person who runs the last leg in a relay race. The person who runs the last leg in a relay race is known as spine or anchor. Anchor. Very good. Next, in weightlifting, the rapid lifting of a particular weight from the floor to above the head in a one movement, what do we call? In weightlifting, the rapid lifting of a particular weight from the floor to above the head in one movement is known as what? Snatch or grab. It's known as snatch. Right. So you can see here that you can read the clues and take the correct option. Okay. Now grow with Derek. Derek, he's the author of this book. He has written this book, so we can grow with him. What do we do is, you can take it as a home task. You have to find out what these cricket terms mean. You have so many cricket terms, 1, 2, 3, 5 cricket terms. So you have to find out what does this cricket term mean. First one is Zaffa, second one is Mankadit, third is Carom ball, fourth is Chinaman, and the last one is Daisy cutter. Right? So your homework is to find out what these cricket terms mean. Clear? Okay, so you have studied about the sporting terms, right? Various terms which are associated with various games. Now we are going to study about the Olympic host. So as I told you before that what are Olympic hosts, right? Olympic hosts are the persons or other countries that who organize that Olympic game, right? So that is an Olympic host. Fine, there are various countries who have organized that Olympic games. So we will be seeing that what all countries are there, what all they have done, in which year they have host that Olympic games. And Olympic games are classified in that Summer Olympic Games, Winter Olympic Games, then we have Paralympic Games, right? So there are many Olympic Games, types of Olympic Games. Okay, so we will be beginning that with the next lesson, that is the Olympic host. So here we begin. So we are beginning with the next topic, that is Olympic host. So before starting this topic, let me introduce with the Olympic terms, right? Okay. So the modern Olympic Games or Olympics are leading international supporting events. The modern Olympic Games or Olympics, they are leading international sporting events featuring summer and winter sports competitions in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate in a variety of competitions. The Olympic Games are considered the world's foremost sports competition with more than 200 nations participating. The Olympic Games are held after every 4 years, alternatively between the summer and winter games every 2 years in the 4-year period. The Olympic hosts are those who host the games, right? So this is an introduction about what are Olympic Games and what are Olympic hosts. So moving further, okay, now we are starting with state whether these statements are true or false. First statement is, till date, India has never hosted the Olympic Games. So is it a true or false? Yes, its answer is true, that India has never hosted the Olympic Games. India has only hosted the Commonwealth Games, right? Second one is, the first modern Olympic Games took place in Paris in the year 1896. So is it correct? True or false? True or false? False. The first modern Olympic Games took place in Athens, Greece in the year 1896. Okay. Third, Tokyo will host the 2020 Summer Olympic Games. True. Next, Seoul was the first Asian city to host the Olympic Games. False. Tokyo was the first Asian city to host the Olympic Games in 1964. So you have noticed that I have corrected the false statements, like in second one it was in Athens, Greece, and fourth one it is Tokyo in 1964, right? Next, coming to the next one, Australia has hosted the Summer Olympics the most number of times. So can you answer me? Yes, it is false. US has hosted the Summer Olympics most number of times, that is 4 times. It has hosted total 8 times, 4 times Summer Olympics and 4 times Winter Olympics. Next, In 1980, the Summer Olympic Games were hosted in Moscow. In 1980, the Summer Olympic Games were hosted in Moscow. It is true. Next, in 2016, the Olympic Games were held in Sao Paulo, Brazil. In 2016, the Olympic Games were held in Sao Paulo, Brazil. No, it's false. In 2016, the Olympic Games were held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the capital of Brazil. Okay, next, Athens has hosted the Summer Olympic Games twice. Athens has hosted the Summer Olympic Games twice. It is true. Fine. Now, coming to the next part, that is Know with Derek. The Olympic motto. We are having an Olympic motto, that is Citius Altius Fortius. Citius Altius Fortius. It means faster, higher and stronger. Now, this motto, it was originally coined by a preacher named Henry Didon. The Olympic Committee, it adopted in 1894. Fine. The Olympic Committee, it adopted it in 1894. Fine. So you can see here. Clear? Okay. Okay. So now you have seen the various Olympic hosts. Okay. Now what I will do is I will be showing you a small video in which there are various Olympic hosts. Fine. And I hope you will enjoy it and you will get the knowledge about various Olympic hosts, those who have organized this Olympic Games. Okay. So here we begin. So here comes your video. thank you kids for watching now. So, you have seen a video in which there were many, like we can see, a country host, the Olympic host, but these are of all the summer games, summer Olympic games. Okay, so with this, I come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you have enjoyed the topic as well as the video. And you will revise. Your homework is you have to grow with Derek. That is the terms I have given you to find out the meaning. And in the second one, you can learn, you can revise, you can see the video again. And thirdly, take care of yourself, stay at home, stay safe, and study as well. Thank you so much.